Greetings, sir. I am S. Mohanalakshmi from 2nd MSc Mathematics under the guidance of Dr. M. Antony Arogyasamy, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, Secretariat College, Tirupattur. My project topic is Hamiltonian Queen-Tour Crypto System. Now we are going to see some basic definitions. Cryptography. It is a process in which the plain text is converted into some coded language so that the message becomes unreadable for any unauthorized person. The code language is usually referred as ciphertext. This process is further termed as encryption. Crypto system. Crypto system is the combination of both encryptions and decryptions. Cryptography plus cryptanalysis equal to crypto systems. Hamiltonian path. Hamiltonian path of G is the path that contains every vertex of G. Hamiltonian cycle. In graph theory, Hamiltonian cycle, also known as Hamiltonian circuit, is a cycle that visits every vertex in a graph exactly once and returns to the starting vertex. A graph containing such a cycle is called a Hamiltonian graph. Ciphertext. Ciphertext is the unreadable version of the original readable data produced after encryptions. Plain text. Plain text is the original human readable message or data. Plain text is the form of the information before encryptions or after decryptions. Encryption. Encryption is the process of converting a message into another form so that unauthorized users cannot easily understand it. Encryption is usually performed by the sender using mathematical techniques, algorithms, or logical operations. Decryptions. Decryption is the process of converting the encrypted message back into its original form. Decryption is usually done by the receiver so that the message becomes readable and meaningful again. Symmetric key. The symmetric key is a single secret key that both the sender and receiver share. The sender uses this key to encrypt the message and the receiver uses the same key to decrypt it. Asymmetric key. Asymmetric key encryption uses a pair of keys, a public key and a private key. One key is used to encrypt the message and the other key is used to decrypt it. Chaining operation. Chaining operation means that during encryptions, each block of data depends on the encrypted result of the previous block. The output from one block is used as part of the input to encrypt the next block. Now we're going to see algorithm for the Queen-2 crypto system. So encryption algorithm. The following are the steps of the encryptions. So first step, replace every character in the plain text message with its corresponding location in the key. And the result will be 2n characters by each position. Step 2, label every characters including B1, B2 up to etc. Execute the functions h of ni equal to ni plus I mod r if I mod r not equal to 0 and ni plus r if I mod r equal to 0. Here r is the operation key. Step 3, substitute each h of ni 1 less than or equal to h of ni less than or equal to r plus 0, r plus 9 by its corresponding English alphabets. For example, 1 to A, 2 to B and so on. The plain text we have obtained and encoded in the ciphertext. Step 4. Match two alphabets together consecutively and locate the shortest route for each pair by make use of the secret keyboard and Queen-2. Now the graphs that have been acquired are referred to as cipher graphs. Special case, if the pair has some alphabet say AA, consider it as root A and find the graph. Step 5. At last, merge the cipher graph by using mergers. The merged graph is the messages to be sent to the receiver. Note, the sender should be aware of hiding the operation key in the merged graph. Next, we are going to see decryption algorithm. The decryption system uses a two-way method. Since we take the shortest path for each cipher graph, every graph gives two possible results in decrypting. Even though both options are checked, the correct message is found only through trial or error. The steps for decryptions are given below. Step 1. Start by separating the encoded graph into cipher graph by Eliminating all merges. Using the queen tool and the key, find the alphabet combinations for each cipher graph. Each graph will produce two possible alphabet pairs. D2. Step 2. Convert each alphabet to its numerical value. Step 3. Now apply the inverse functions. H of ni whole inverse equal to ni plus ni minus I mod of r if I mod r not equal to 0, and ni minus r if I mod r equal to 0. Here r is the operation key. Step 4. Verify each integer pair as follows. First, discard the pair if any value is negative, and second one, reject the pair if any values exceeded mn. A pair is valid only when both integers lie in the range 0, 1 and mn. Step 5. Use the number pair to look at the spot on the secret keyboard and put the element from the spot. First, we shall choose the 3 required keys before encrypting the message. Consider the chessboard. We choose the key from a 8x8 board. Here we see the first figure is represented as 8x8 Hamiltonian quadrant grid, and the second is represented as secret keyboard. Here 8x3 is a blank space. Here we use 3 keys. Key 1 and key 2 must be exchanged between the sender and receiver. Suppose that the sender has chosen the operation key r equal to r as 7 if key 3 equal to 7. Next we see some example using this Hamiltonian quadrant grid and a secret keyboard. We put some example. The plain text to be encrypted is target. So encryptions, first step, locating the plain text with the secret keyboard, and second step, we follow from the table. The following table is obtained by applying h of 1 which is the algorithm of encrypted formula, to the value of r equal to 7, and next we using the English alphabet to convert the above table into ciphertext result in integers such as a to 1 and b we taken as 2, and proceeding like this. And step 4, using the Hamiltonian quadrant grid to convert ciphertext to the cipher graph. And this is the cipher graph of target. Next we see decryptions. Also for the decryption process, the keys are the same as encryptions since it is as a symmetric key cryptography. And step 1, by dividing into cipher graph, ascertain the combination of ciphertext from the key, and this figure represents as cipher graph to ciphertext. And step 2, change the English alphabet in the ciphertext to number. Now we are going to see step 3. The following tables are obtained by applying the inverse chaining operations with the help of decryption algorithm formula h of ni inverse the whole inverse. And step 4, check for the validity in each case by pairing the values of the inverse chaining operation, and this is the pairing the values. And here we follow some rules. Values are greater than or equal to 64 are neglected, and values containing negative terms are neglected. And we are going to step 5. Once the values have been paired, replace each values for both case using a secret keyboard, and we calculate that in the two figures trial and error process. We conclude that the plain text is target is more acceptable because the first option seems more accurate or other options are meaningless. Now we are going to see some applications of crypto system. The applications of crypto system in secure communications. A crypto system is mostly used for secure communications when data is transferred between individual via network or the internet. It serves to safeguard it. Using encryptions, the crypto system transforms the original message into a secret coded version before sending it. Hackers and unauthorized users cannot decipher this secret information. Upon reaching the receivers, its decryption key is used to transform the communications back into its original format. Emails, video calls, mobile messaging apps, and secure websites all uses secure communications. It guarantees that the communications is confidential, unaltered during transmissions, and only the intent receivers receives it. Application of crypto system in online banking and financial transaction. Crypto systems are used in online banking and financial transactions to protect your funds and private information. Your usernames and passwords, among other details, are encrypted and transformed into a secret coded form when you open a bank app or website. By turning this, hackers are unable to read it as it moves across the internet. Your account number, PIN, and transaction data are also encrypted during money transfer, UPI payments, or card payments to prevent identity. Then, or alternation. To verify that the transaction is being made by the actual account holder, bankers uh, also use OTPs, fingerprints, or facial recognitions. Instead then being saved in plain text, password are kept in a secure coded manner. These cryptography techniques makes online banking reliable, safe, and secure. Application of crypto system in military. The military uses crypto systems to protect and preserve sensitive data, information sent by soldiers and or commodities or plants, locations or operations in encrypted and transformed into its secret coded form. This ensures that attackers will be unable to decipher the communications even if it is intercepted. The message can only be decrypted and viewed by authorized individuals who possess the necessary key. To ensure that order or authentic and originate form the right author crypto systems are also utilized. Cryptography guarantees secure military communications and contributes to national security in this way. Thank you.